My Stranger Things final review. Alright, let me start off by getting the elephant out of the room. The final, in my opinion, was heavily underwhelming. Now, I could understand people making a case for how every character's story was wrapped up, but for the final battle, if you say anything other than underwhelming, I'd just say you're just lying to yourself. The final battle felt short, it lasted a good 10 minutes, and this whole episode, it felt like the stakes just weren't high. Unlike in season 4, where I felt that season had way more stakes and it was way more brutal. Almost every episode that season felt like we were raising the stakes higher and higher every time, and it had me at the edge of my seat thinking who's going to get hurt or even killed next. But in this final, the final battle felt anticlimactic and overhyped. Vecna felt less powerful, especially the part where Will just took over him again and Eleven just slowly impaled him. It just felt like a rushed end for him, when I think that battle should have at least lasted majority of the final. And the Mind Flayer final form was cool, but it seemed like this grand final form was its weakest form. I mean, its fleshy form was way more damaging to the group in season 3 than this one was to these guys in season 5. In this final form, it was defeated by Molotovs and didn't even injure or hurt a single person in the group. I honestly wish the final battle lasted way longer. It felt too short for something that's been built up for many years. The most intense part of this episode we had was when Steve almost fell. If they could have captured that intense feeling for the rest of the final, it could have easily been a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. But instead, it felt rushed and almost like they didn't know how to properly end off their big bad. We could have easily had it to where the final, everyone in the group would have been able to fight off Vecna, as Will holds his powers back almost like handicapping him, as each character gets their own hit in while Eleven and Will do the real heavy lifting. And before that Vecna battle, for the Mind Flayer battle, they could have done an Empire Strikes Back type of thing, where everyone takes down a leg to bring it down. And as the Mind Flayer sees its leg starting to get taken out and injured, it sends as many demos as it can to stop the group. So now, not only do they have to face the Mind Flayer, but now they have to fight off every demo that they've ever faced before. Then when they knock down the Mind Flayer to make it stationary and fight off all the demos, they then would enter inside the Mind Flayer to then do the Vecna battle on the inside with Eleven and Will. I just felt like this battle mainly felt underwhelming because of how hyped up it was, and with the lack of action and the fact that everything just felt like it was going perfectly for the group, and it felt like it was just their easiest win yet. As for each character's stories getting wrapped up, it felt like they did Lucas and Max perfectly. Their love would just continue to get stronger and stronger, and they'll just continue to live together. Dustin's was also good, him being able to make time to still hang out with Steve, and him being able to do what Eddie said he would do in season 4 when he got his diploma was a great callback. I also think Hopper's story was wrapped up perfectly, him being able to propose to Joyce and him being able to come to terms with the fact that sometimes just accepting things is better than trying to make yourself suffer because you think you deserve it. And Joyce being able to have her happy ending with Hopper and seeing her two boys finally at peace was also a great wrap up for her. As for Jonathan and Nancy, it kind of just seemed like they didn't know what to do with their endings. It just kind of felt a little bit out of place for where they both ended up. I do understand that Jonathan got to go to his dream school that he's been wanting to go to since he was little, but Nancy's kind of just seemed out of place, like she's just going all over the place. As for my goat Steve, I like that they had him as a coach, being able to be with the kids and being a guide to them, almost as if each kid is just another Dustin he's trying to guide and help out. Robin seems like she got a good short ending. She's just in Hawkins doing her own thing, but still close with Steve even if they don't work together. I also did like that Eleven's ending was left up to speculation because of Mike's theory, making it so fans either think that she's alive or not. As for Mike's ending, it was personally my favorite. Seeing him being able to forever keep the stories and memories of their adventures alive in his writing makes sense, as he's always been the writer and storyteller of their campaigns since they've been growing up. And it was perfect seeing him see everything fly by him and now it moving on to the next generation. Although I didn't like the final battle and it felt rushed and overhyped, I did like the final's ending. The representation of accepting that things change and that it's hard to grow up and see the next generation start replacing what you once had and not being able to go back to it. Because of that basement scene, I think that they stuck the landing on how to end the final in a way that was able to resonate with everyone that grew up watching the show. Although I think they missed the mark on the final battle, I still think it was a good ending for each of the characters and a good way to wrap up the show. For the Stranger Things final, I give it a 6 out of 10. If the final battle lasted longer and it felt like the stakes were higher and like the conclusion was going to be big, it could have easily been a 10 out of 10.